Hey guys, I'm Milton back at it with another video, and today we're going over on what happened with UFC Fight Night, Strickland versus Hernandez, and just get straight into it. And honestly, what a performance by Sean Strickland! Absolutely breaking Fluffy. He fundamentally broke Fluffy, I will say. The way he was able to constantly keep jabbing, circle around, Hernandez kept on trying to pressure, but every time he tried to, Strickland just had the jab, the jab. He not as much teeps, more just the inside leg kicks more he was working on. And then when Fluffy wanted to try to wrestle and get that going, just couldn't because he couldn't find the range. He couldn't get a good read on Sean because Sean just kept on jabbing. And yeah, he did what Sean always does is jab. But he was more aggressive with it, using it more, circling around. Like I said, I knew Fluffy had bad defense. This was a really bad stylistic matchup for Fluffy. This was, but the only concern was, is Strickland's takedown defense that good? Yes, it is that good. The one time Fluffy tried to shoot a takedown just did not work. And every time they got in a little wrestling exchange, Strickland won the wrestling. The little bit of wrestling he did, he was winning those exchanges. So just a really good performance from Sean. Is this worthy of a title shot? Maybe. I think honestly, and we'll get into that in my probably next video or something. Um, Sean right now, I think, deserves a title shot. Nasruddin's cool and all, and Navsi's the most serving, but we haven't even had a fucking title fight yet. Nasruddin has questioned his title shot by saying, um, I don't want to fight someone from Chechnya because my village, their like villages are very close, Chechnya and Dagestan, because Nasruddin from Dagestan, he doesn't want to put that conflict. He said that before, like, and now I think he's calling for his title shot now after this fight. I don't really like care that much about Nasruddin. Um, Strickland whooped his ass on a week's notice. Obviously, it was a long time ago. I don't care because after Nasruddin went on a huge winning streak, anyways. So it's not even like Nasruddin was a bad fighter. Nasruddin was still very good, and Strickland beat him on what, a week's notice, something like that. Week's notice. It Strickland, I think, puts up the best fight against Hamza. I know there's not a lot of Strickland fan. I'm not a Strickland fan. I honestly hate Strickland as a person. I think he's a shit human being, like a lot of people agree. But I can acknowledge how good he is as a fighter. And as a fighter, he probably gives the best shot against Hamza, I believe. Because people were glazing Fluffy. People were glazing. People, I was hearing Fluffy had the second best grappling in the division. This guy and Hamza would go on grappling toe to toe, basically. I was hearing shit like that in the Fluffy glaze, and now that's completely gone. Now I'm hearing Fluffy's a fraud. He never had it in him. Like, Fluffy was on an 8-fight win streak for a reason. He was just going against a top 3 middleweight in the world. Sean Strickland is that good. You got to give him his respects. Fluffy's a very good fighter, and I think Fluffy will bounce back from this. But Strickland is the second best middleweight right now. Obviously, Dricus Duplessis we still have, but Dricus hasn't even had a fight yet since Hamza. So we have to wait to see with Dricus. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Sean Strickland versus Hamza because after that performance, like I said, Sean absolutely stopped the grappling of Hernandez. Obviously, Hamza's in another world of grappling than Hernandez. Hernandez has that A tier grappling, very good. Hamzat's S tier, one of kind. So it'd be really, really interesting to see that, and if Strickland style favors can do that, because Hamza's gonna get fucking pieced up if the fight stays on the feet. That's just a fact. Hamza striking is very overrated. Very. He's not a good striker. He just has good power, but he has terrible technique. Terrible. But yeah, I would love to see Strickland versus Hamza next for Sean. What a performance by Sean again. Just I can't say enough. I was so surprised. I thought this was gonna be a 25-minute fight of just jabs and teeps, and then Strickland walks him down basically. No, this was a very volume. Strickland was very good on the volume here, making this fight very entertaining. I said Strickland made this fight extremely entertaining. I was very shocked of this outcome. So, yeah, what a performance by Strickland. Then the co-main, yeah. By the way, I predicted this card fucking terribly. Strickland I got right. I'm very happy. But you also medic, I apologize, man. I apologize. I thought this was too soon for you. Yo, you fucking murdered Jeff Neal. R.I.P. to Jeff Neal. I thought Jeff Neal still had it because in his last fight, he got knocked out cold in his last fight. Yeah, but like that's a spinning elbow knockout. That's pretty rare to happen, and Jeff Neal's never been finished before outside of that. Never been knocked out before outside of that. And so I think it's over for Jeff Neal, man. I think it's over. It's time to retire. Like I wouldn't blame Jeff Neal if he retires after this fight. That's a bad knockout. That's really bad. And I will say this main card performed really well. Man, this fucking prelims are shit, and I'm gonna barely go over the prelims because how shit and boring the prelims are. I only want to talk about the good fights, the entertaining fights here. These prelims were really, really boring. It made me almost fall asleep for how boring they were. But the main card delivered. The co-main, whoo, nasty knockout, nasty knockout. You're awesome at it. Yeah, bro, if they give him Leon Edwards next, fuck. Leon Edwards gonna be looking like Jeff Neal again. Like, come on. Next fight, Dan Ige. Dan Ige, no! Melquiz Acosta gets a beautiful win over Dan Ige. And Dan Ige may have like a lot of losses and shit. Who the fuck does that to Dan Ige? Genuinely, like, Danny Gay, he's not the greatest, but he's a gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper of the top 15. He beats a lot of these freaking unproven guys. Yeah, Melquiz Acosta is legit. First round it was just Acosta using his kicks more, using his arsenals, able to find his range and able to outstrike Dan Ige. Dan Ige shoots a takedown, and that just didn't really do anything outside of that. And I feel bad for Dan Ige because you could tell that kick genuinely broke something in his face. And it was an unlucky kick, I would say. Like, it's unlucky. Like, you're going in, going under, and that you just don't see that kick. It really sucks for Dan Ige. But it's a great win for Melquiz Acosta. Just proving me wrong. He's legit because I was concerned because I look at this win streak in his last fight, and he's a good fighter. That's a fluke fucking knockout. Not the Dan Ige one in his last fight. The 10 seconds in the head kick. So I was questioning that, and Dan Ige's a proven vet in the division. Nah, man, Danny Gay, it may be over for you as well. No, it may be over. Melquiz Acosta, very good fighter. Danny Gay may be unranked at this, or he's gonna be fighting for his ranked spot. He may go down to 15 and just be fighting for that his rank spot. But yeah, Melquiz Acosta, very good fighter, very entertaining. Proved me wrong. Happy he proved me wrong. Yeah, great shit. And this fight, fuck this fight. Another fight got wrong. Sergey Spivak, Ante Delije. Oh man, I was fucking wrong about this one. Ante Delije, what the fuck are you genuinely doing? I don't know what the fuck you're doing, dude. You got outstriked by a fucking grappler, dude. You're supposed to be a striker first. What the fuck? I thought this guy was supposed to be good, taking him because he knocked out Waldo Costas before the fucking eye poke. Before he eye poked him, he won that fight. Before that, he's looked good. Oh my god, what a fucking terrible loss. Doesn't pace himself well. Wasn't throwing. Sergey Spivak, good win for you. You were throwing way more fucking first and third. Second round, Delije was doing good, was throwing more. Then the third, this guy fucking stopped doing shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Heavyweight division is in shambles still. But yeah, good win for Sergey Spivak. Ante Delije, yeah, your next fight, you better win or you're getting cut, dude. Tired of this shit. Um, and for this one, also really good win for Jacoby Smith. But I just I have an issue what happened at the end of the fight. Uh, when Harris gets knocked out and Smith goes in and had a couple more punches. I just think that's a little dirty. You shouldn't be doing that in the octagon at all. The ref should have fucking stopped the fight way sooner. Terrible fucking stoppage. Terrible. He should have stopped that shit as soon. So it was just like little. It was scary because yeah, you see his legs go limp and shit. The fight should have been way and Smith just kept on throwing as well. So it's a little dirty, and this hurts because Smith is undefeated now, still looking at a ranked opponent like big name. I have a problem with that. I just have a problem with that, and I get it. The heat of the moment. There's something wrong with that where he now Josiah has to get fucking go in and get surgery on his fucking face now because of it, and it's just really sad to see that. So I had my issues with that, but it's a good win for Jacoby Smith. It's a great win. Uh, yeah, he's probably gonna get someone ranked after this or something. But I just had an issue on how the fight was finished. Zachary Reese versus Michelle Pereira. Honestly, a little bit of robbery for Zachary Reese, but it kind of just proved the point of he's not really in this realm of like this guy would never be fucking ranked. So Michelle Pereira gets a split decision win to end his career off. Yeah, pretty solid win. He was throwing more when he had energy, but then he gasses out, and that's when Zachary Reese took over. It just damage wise, probably Michelle Pereira did a little bit more damage. It was a close fight. That's why I'm not saying a highway robbery. And I chose Michelle Pereira to win, so I'm happy I did that because I got was that's my only second pick right for the main card. Shout out to you, Sean Strickland, actually getting my pick right there. But yeah, Michelle Pereira gets a split decision win. I go over the prelims for a little bit. Yeah, this was the fight of the night. I cannot believe this did not win. Fight Chicken Najigui, Carlos Lee. This should have been fight of the night. I don't get why it wasn't, but yeah, this was a banger of a fight. Nonstop back and forth. Carlos Lee gets the win. Good win for him. Yeah, and my boy Osborne loses. Yeah, sad to see. Let's see. Alden Cordell Cora showed a really good win as well. Honestly, the best fights of this fucking card was probably the women's. The women showed up today. With the early prelim, Julia Mill gets absolutely fucked up for 3 rounds. So that was funny. But that was an entertaining fight. And the ranked fight was really good as well. Edwards gets a submission win. Almost gets the knockout as well, but I ended up trying to go for the submission. He gets the submission. But dude, these fucking fights, dude. The Phil Rowe fight was fine. Jean Paul, great win for you. Yo, fucking Jordan Levitt. Yo, you may be getting cut if you pull up another 4. The Valley didn't do shit. Really awful performance by him. Awful. Just getting taken down left and right. Couldn't do shit. No pressure. But man, Jordan Levitt had opportunities to do more damage to try to finish. This guy was doing nothing. Fucking just hugging and shit, doing a whole lot of nothing. This awful striking. Yeah, this was a fucking snooze fest. This was an okay fight. Not a kind of snooze fest. Not a snooze fest. Like, these were decent fights, but just no finishes, man. No finishes. Disappointing prelims overall. Oh, this fight was fucking awful as well. I'm happy to see this guy win. I'm happy. But freaking Ramzit did. Fuck. That was awful. Clinched against the cage all fucking time. Happy to see him win because more damage should get you to win. But yeah, overall, it was a decent card. Main card delivered. Prelims disappointing. We got Brandon Moreno versus Lonnie Kavila next. which we see that's a not the greatest card out there, but hey, happy to watch some UFC. But that's gonna be it for my video. Thank you all again for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all again. Have a wonderful day. And MMA Milton out.